We got Mike Sampson. What's up, Sampy? We got Brokeback Bob. What's up, Tim? We got Martin's back. What's up, Martin? Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. What's up, Brandon? All right. Glad to have y'all all in here. Say Danny will be with us in a few minutes, and I think Parker's going to come up if he can get signal up from his deer camp, and he's got a little surprise to share with everybody. I just barely got set up. I come up river about, I don't know, it's probably a mile and a half. Towed everything down here and get set up. Danny passed by me and him sit up there and talk for a while. I was just about late. Hey, what's up, Mark? How's it going, bud? It's that time of year. Mark had to bust out the boggin. What's up, Uncle Jeep? He's back. That's right. So I just seen Danny a minute ago. I guess he's still getting set up. I think he went downriver about half a mile or so. I was gonna wait a few minutes, but I was getting tapped on that Bill Dance rod, so I figured I'll go ahead and go live just in case I caught one. Hey, Chucky, what's up, man? How's it going? There's Doc Reed back. What's going on, Doc? That other spot sucked. I only caught that one fish, but at least it was out of the wind. Man, I'm wide open in the wind here. I had to put my bibs on, put my hat on. I think I missed him. I think I jumped the gun on that one. Good sign, though.
Man, I ain't even set up yet. Y'all go ahead and give me a minute.
That's all
idea
right.
what this, man? The river's already dropped down to a mud puddle. We're gonna throw some ice on it too. Like
Oh yeah,
freezing temperatures. This is not gonna be
Danny,
fun.
Danny, I just missed one. He pulled it down pretty good, but I reeled down too soon. Probably jerked it out of his mouth. Probably a little guy after that chicken, but I don't care. I'll take him. Well, I'm gonna go crazy. Weed Hopper, what's going on, man? There's 922. Oh Lord, it's Danny.
Hey, what do you think? Just throw a stinger hook on that and throw it out there.
Send it, dude.
So that's the last one I got. I gotta cut him up.
Oh, I hear you. I had one left. He's about 14 inches, and I cut him into all the little pieces I could get out of him. Dang, I wish I'd have waited just a second, but I was almost sure he was hooked. Oh, well, I got excited, jumped the gun. Tell Danny not to tease us like that. I hear you. He's going to talk about it. He's got to do it, right, Mark? All my hand warmers is starting to kick in. I think I put too many on. I'm getting hot now. Well, he thumped it two, three good times. That, yeah, white rod right about there. Probably a ding. He hit it pretty good. That's right, Mark. All or nothing. Go big or go home, right? Mark, it is right now. It's 37. It was 30 when I got out. Wind was blowing, snowing, but the snow's finally quit. Warmed up to 37, but the wind's picked up a little bit, but it ain't bad. I fished in worse. That video where me and Danny and let's see, Rob, Stephanie, Parker, Josh, Jello, we all went up to Baldwin. Jeez, it was like 13 degrees when we got there. The wind was blowing straight up 30 into our face all day. That was rough, but it was fun. There's Mike Turner's back. What's up, man? Yeah, I hear you, Jeep. You already home. Hey, there's Sharina. What's going on, Sharina? There's Shirley T. What's up, Shirley T? Mid South. What you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we back Mid South. Different location though. That other spot just wasn't panning out. One catfish and a bunch of drum. Had to do something different. Well, Mid South, when we get done here, I'll see if I can do something about that. We're gonna have a troll war in here. All right, well, I'm gonna work on my bait rod for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can get a bait rod out. Try again to catch some buffalo or carp. See if I can keep the drum off my line this time. I like these little 2/0 bait holder hooks from Eagle Claw. They work pretty good on these little drum and channel cats. Caught some pretty good sized buffalo and carp on them. I hooked into about a 15-pound buffalo one day, got him right up to the bank, and he popped off. He straightened the hook out, so they will straighten out if you ain't got your drag set very good.
All right, I'm caught up. I got baits in the water now.
Good deal.
Uh,
How many you got out?
5. I got 3 with skipjack and 2 with shad.
Heck yeah.
Man, it's freaking cold.
I got out chicken, drum, and skipjack.
I got some chicken with me, but I'm holding off on it. camera looks crooked. Let's see me. There we go. That's better. We'll see.
You're saving the best for last. I got you.
I mean, we're fishing in a drought situation. Let's just add freezing temperatures to it to make it even more fun. You know what I mean? Woo. Miracles happen. Hey, my biggest concern right now is I'm wearing this brown coat down here on the riverbank, and that wood's full of deer hunters.
Yeah, coat's about the same color as a deer this time of year. Might ought to wear your orange hat.
Hey, they might see me get shot on here. Hey, there's that deer down there by the river. He's got a fishing pole in his hand. Yeah, I went
Danny,
out
we
this
hadn't been
morning
live
for
just
about a little over an hour and saw 2 deer and didn't want to shoot neither one of them.
there's
They
Pontoon
weren't to
Jody.
my liking.
What's up, Jody? Welcome back, Huckleberry.
Jody, what's up, sis? Contrary to pretty much every piece of advice I've gotten, yes, I have 3 donkey baits out.
No kidding, Uncle Jeep. I haven't tried none of them yet.
What's that?
I will definitely look into them. He said he's been using them Ozark trail hooks sold from Walmart. He says they hold their sharp. They hold a sharp point a bit longer.
Oh, I hadn't even seen them yet. When did they start putting those in there?
I've been seeing them up at Walmart here a while back, making like panfish hooks and bass hooks. I hadn't seen no circle hook yet.
That's what I'm saying. Do they have circle hooks? And if so, how big do they get?
I don't know. I hadn't seen the circle hooks yet.
That's about like the Catfish Pro hooks. I mean, they're pretty good hooks. But the biggest ones I found, I think, is 8-aught.
The Team Catfish from Walmart? Yeah.
Yep, from Walmart.
Yeah, I
The
think
biggest
8
ones
is
I
big
found.
they got.
Go ahead. Now I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying, yeah, I think you're right. The Team Catfish 8 is as big as they go.
Yep,
That's
what I
big
said.
stuff seen.
Yeah, because Catfish Pro does go bigger. Because I've got some 9s and 10s from them, but I bought them at CatCon.
Yeah. I think I bought 20 packs of them Catfish Pros at CatCon. They was running that sale on them, $5 a pack.
Well, no matter what happens today, when I get home, when this is over, I've got a video uploaded. It's ready to go. And when I get home tonight, I'm going to click that button and post it. You guys are going to want to check it out. I promise you.
Heck yeah.
I will be posting the video tonight. It's one that I filmed the weekend before my mom passed away, and it was in the editing process. So it got through on the back burner. But I finished it last night. It's uploading now, and I will put it up when I get home tonight. You're not going to want to miss it.
Chat, how we doing for wind noise? Sounding okay? I brought my hair curler if we need it. Y'all just let us know if we start getting a lot of wind noise.
I keep forgetting those and leaving them at home.
Yeah, Stephanie bought me a thing of them from Dollar Store, and I cut up a couple and put in my bag just so I'd remember them.
Oh.
Oh, got a little action. Get him.
Fish on, son.
All right. There goes the skunk.
Oh, he's got me wrapped up.
Oh man, he said he had him wrapped up on something. Hey, Tim, Donna. Good afternoon to you, bud. Oh man, he got him wrapped up.
Hey, he's still on there, man. But you know that one big rock pile downstream from here? He's
Yeah.
piled up in it. But he could take slack. I can't pull him back. We're gonna let him sit for a
Yeah.
minute. But that's a good fish, dude. That's one of
Good
the
deal.
donkey baits he got.
Good deal. That might be a good one. Yeah, he might work himself out of that snag.
He's still on there. He's still on there.
Hey, what's up, Cool Cats Fishing? CVA or Catfish Fresno? What's up, man? Welcome back.
I gotta try to find the right angle to get him out from under that rock.
I don't know if he's making any progress getting him out of there or not. Platoon Judy.
Man, I'm going to
Making
let him
any
sit for a
progress,
while.
Danny?
He's still on there, but I can't get him out from under that ledge. You know when that revetment goes out and it drops off?
Yeah.
He's went back up and under there. So I'm going to let him sit for a little while. And I dropped a little slack to him. We'll see if he comes out from under there. But he drove straight under that slab of concrete that sticks out. You know what I'm talking about right here? See, look, the rod's bouncing. There it goes. He's still tearing it up, man. He just bent that Muddy River rod over. But I can't get him out of that.
You give him a little time. I bet it'll work itself out of there, Danny.
There he goes. He's taking it down, man.
Dang.
There he goes. There he goes.
Danny getting his exercise today. What's up, Bug Man? Mike's fishing home. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I like Cool Cat's idea. He says swim out there and get him. All right, Mike. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
I don't know what he's done to me, man. He can pull all he wants, but I can't get nothing from him. He's still bouncing that rod.
He's wrapped around something. I bet you.
Yeah.
Give him enough time, he'll unwrap himself.
Dude, that's a big old giant shad head on there.
He might be a good fish, man. Yeah, I bet you he's wrapped around something when you can pull in, but you get up to that, your leader and stuff, and just stop.
He's taking it down. He's taking it down. There he goes. Can y'all see that? Right down there. He's taking it down. And I can't move him. You know how bad that sucks to know you got a good fish on there and you can't get him out?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There he goes. He just bent it down. That fish is on there. Oh, man, he's bending that rod. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. He is steady bending that down. That Muddy River rod just past the yellow madcaps. There it goes. There it goes. Dude, he's bending the crap out of it.
Ricky Real, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Man, I hate that. I've hooked into some and have them wrap up like that. They can take out line. You can feel them bouncing, head shaking, but you just can't get them in. Sometimes you get lucky. You give them a little slack, they'll get yourself out of it. And sometimes you don't. I'm thinking good day for a nap. I feel you, Bug Man. This would be a great day for a nap.
Just put me out, take me off solo. I'm gonna let him sit and see if he can work over there. This is where I was at that night that I caught that 32-pound flathead and come up on Jody's show, and then right after that I lost one that just peeled drag on me and snapped me off.
What's going on, boys?
What's up, buck hunter? I got a big fish on and I can't get him out of the rocks.
I was watching a little bit. It looked like he got you on that ledge.
Well, that Rebecca goes
Jerry?
out and where it ends at, it's washed out underneath it, and I think he's gone under there because he can pull slack, but I can't pull him back.
Yes, Uncle Jeep, it is a tail. Boys want to give me full
There it
screen.
goes. He's pulling. He's pulling.
Spoke this buck.
That fish is still on there. Oh yeah.
Holy
That's
cow,
what I
Jerry.
was doing this morning, y'all. Right there.
Dang. That's a stud, Jerry. That's a nice buck.
Then,
There you go.
Harvested a doe as well, so got
All right.
a lot of processing to do.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
kind
you
of
got a long day.
I've got
Cut
like
and
2
grind.
years history with this buck. Just never able to
Yeah.
get it done. I was able to finally get it done this morning.
Good deal, buddy.
16 does and 2 other bucks this morning before he came through. So
Well,
Man,
I'll be
that's
glad
awesome.
we get done
Looks
with
like-
all that crap so you can start fishing again.
I know. Well, I'll be back I'll be fishing tomorrow on that cat, and I have one more management hunt at the very end of the month up there at West Dome Conservation Area at the very, very end of the month. And that's a 4 or 5 day hunt. So and after that, I'm done for the year. I've had a pretty good year. So
Oh, yeah, it looks like it.
last week my archery equipment, then was able to shoot this one today with muzzleloader. So, but well, guys,
Yeah,
I'm gonna pop off here, and I'm gonna be watching you guys. I ain't gonna lie, I'm exhausted. I shot this thing at like freaking 8 o'clock this morning, and it was almost
Wow.
noon. But I got the thing back to the truck. So, but
I bet you are wore out.
So,
All right, man. Good job, Jerry.
thanks, boys.
We'll see you later, bud.
Later.
All righty.
Man, it's driving me crazy knowing that fish is still on that rod and I can't get him out of there.
Oh, I bet. Man, there's Stink over Stink. I ain't seen him in a while. How's it going, man? We got Ghost of the Woods up in here. We got Air Run. What's going on, Air Run?
Man, he's just steady down there beating the crap out of that rod, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing.
Yep. Oh, I hear you, dude. It's maddening. Last time me and Steph brought the boat over here and was fishing that chute behind the asphalt plant, dude, I hooked into a good flathead. I know it's a flathead. He was right up in the middle of a log pile. He did me the exact same way. I could feel him taking line, but I'd reel him up to a certain point and just stop. Ended up, I lost him. I never did get him, but it just makes you
every
sick.
now and then he'll bend the tip of that rod over, just take it down like that, and bounce it real hard like that, pop it back up,
Yeah.
and sit there, and then he'll go again.
Man.
Yeah, this is where you need the boat. Even if we pull up here and bank fish, you can jump in the boat and go out there and get a different angle on him and get him out from under there.
Yeah, for sure.
If it wasn't so cold, I'd paddle out there on a log, but it's too cold.
Well, I'm
Not
not counting my
today.
chickens for the. I ain't counting my chickens for the hatch, but I'm pretty sure Stephanie said she's going to get me something for Christmas. It's going to make that boat fishing a whole lot more enjoyable and easier for us over here on the river.
Woo.
If I end up getting that Tarova, yeah, we'll be out in the boat a lot more. It just makes everything so much easier when you can spot lock.
Well, Madcast is getting tapped on right there. It just got bobbed.
All right.
That one's got a big shad head on it. He just tapped it though.
They might be in the shad right now. I know usually cooler weather, I do better with the shad than I do in the summer.
Well, these shad
So
I
they might
got are
have done
junk.
kind of switched over.
I mean, they're big giant shad, but they're frozen and they've been frozen for a while.
Yeah.
Man, I wish that fish should come loose. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes and I'm gonna go down and just break him off because I can't sit here with that rod out of commission. I'm gonna have to break him off, retie it, and get it back out there.
I wish I hadn't missed that one right when we started. This blue cat rod right here on the right. Man, it went down hard twice, and I reeled down. I guess I jerked it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Wish I could have hooked up with him. I got double hook rigs on both of those. One's got chicken and one's got like drum or skipjack on it. I can't remember. It's probably a dink after that chicken. It's getting tapped again right now.
I'm steady staring at that rod. I'm just waiting for him to break loose. I hope he gets out of there. Yeah, this is that spot with that deep channel out there. You know where I'm talking about. And it's real good. You get really good bites here, really good fish, but there are just massive chunks of concrete rebar out there. And it's really tough to get these fish in out of this hole. Yeah, I was bringing him in when he first took the rod down and I reeled down on him. I was bringing him in no problem. As soon as I got about 40 yards from the bank and he comes to that concrete slab, dead stop. I think I'm gonna go break him off and retie and get that rod back out there.
That sounds good right now, Mark. I'm getting hungry, man. Oh, I've been on this diet for 14 days now. You'd think I'd be getting used to it, but man, I'm still getting hungry. I do pretty good till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it starts. Then it starts getting bad. I got to eat something. Doing pretty good on it though, Danny. I'm down 15 pounds. It's not bad for 14 days, 15 pounds.
Yeah. All right, here's my plan. I'm going to tie up another rig and have it ready to go. And by the time I get that tied up, if he ain't got that off there, I'm going to go down and break him off.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm just going to go break him off. He's still on there, but I can't do anything with him. I got a breakaway sinker on there, but that leader shouldn't be that. I mean, I've got a 15-pound leader on that breakaway. So if that's what's holding him, that would have broke already. It's got to have him wrapped up on the swivel or something.
Yeah, that's what makes me think he's wrapped around something, man.
Yeah, because that breakaway rig would have done broke.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's bending it over. So he's still there. There he goes. Oh, that's aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
That fish is on there, and I can't do anything about it.
Well, Cool Cat said you need to swim out there and just get him. Just bite the bullet, swim out there and go after him.
Dude, that fish is splashing on the surface out there. Every time that rod bends, it's slapping the water out there, right out there.
You're wrong for that, Jody.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, she's naming off hot fudge sundaes and cookie and cake and all kinds of good stuff. Killing me. Oh, man. Some cookies sound awesome right now. Chocolate chip with a big cup of coffee. I got to be good. I got 15 more pounds to go. Then I can treat myself. She did say pizza. I actually had pizza last night. I made some homemade keto pizza. It was pretty good. Cheeseburger and fries. Oh. Well, I can have the cheeseburger with no bun. I can't have the fries, Jody. There's Josh Perham. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Oh, we doing all right. Danny's got a fish on down there, but he got wrapped up on something and can't get him in. He can get a little slack on him, but he can't get him in all the way. Gets to a certain point, then just stops. Oh, man. Y'all's killing me in here. Oh, then she said the nanner pudding. And we even got Missy Kennedy dropping in with the pumpkin roll and nanner bread. God bless. Oh, y'all killing me. Robin C., what's up? Welcome back. I do like eggnog. There, Huckleberry.
Got it.
All right. Good deal. He got him out of it. Good deal. Paul Boyd, what's up, Paul? You finally
Dude,
got
I
him.
just dropped him about 50 yards of slack, and he swam out to the middle, and he came out of there.
Oh, good deal, man.
Let's get a weight on that bad boy. We got that fish.
Good. Now the skunk's off. Hey, we're still holding our record.
Slack. And as fast as I pulled it off, he kept taking it, and he swam straight out that way. And when I lifted the rod gently, whatever it was on, it popped off of it.
Good deal.
I told y'all there was a fish on there.
Well, our streak is safe for another week, Danny. Keep fighting the good fight. I'm down 100. No kidding. Heckgum. Mid-South said he's down 100 pounds on keto. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
7.41.
Good deal, Danny. Nice fish.
Somebody give me a screenshot. Close enough. I gotta get him loose. It's cold. It's freezing to death.
Hey, Parker says, "That a boy, Danny." No, that's awesome, Mid-South. Really, that's incredible results, man.
We now return you to your regular scheduled program.
Hey, Mike Turner got your screenshot. He's going to send it to you on Messenger.
Appreciate it, Mike. And the breakaway sinker did work, but I just don't believe that was. I don't think it was the sinker that was hung up. I think he had me wrapped up. And whenever I dropped him enough slack, he swam out far enough that when I lifted the rod, that it gave me enough angle to lift up off of whatever it was hung off on.
Yeah.
But last ditch effort, I just opened the bail and started letting line out. And as fast as I was letting it out, he was taking it. He just kept taking it. And I let him go until I saw him swim downstream. I closed the bail and started reeling in, and he was freed up. Oh, happy day.
Jerry, we did get some. We just got kind of a light dusting. It's just enough to cover the ground. It's all melted off by now, though.
Oh.
And G-Style, it's 112 pound. It's the Tarova 112.
All right.
David's hiking and fishing. Well, welcome in. Found a live to watch, and just in time for a nice fish. We're sure glad you stopped by. You're welcome anytime, man. We're here every weekend.
Man, I don't know what that water temperature is, but it's warmer than the air.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I went to wash my hands off, and I thought, my God, it's warmer in the water than it is up here on the bank.
Mid-South said he had a 109 on a 17-footer, and it'd leave a small wake. That's what I'm hoping for, Mid-South. That's what I'm needing. Something to fight this current.
Well, I dread throwing back out in that spot because I know that's right where the giant concrete rebar is, but I've got to get it back out. Is that a shark fin? I know it's way too cold for him to be up here. Get that made. Man, that surprises me that was a channel cat.
Yeah, he was a nice channel.
Yeah. Dude, the other side of his mouth was all eat up where you could see where he'd been hooked several times before.
Huh. Oh, dang.
All right, I'm going to bait this up and get that rod back out there. It ain't doing nothing laying on the bank.
I think I'm going to reposition that orange rod. Get it out there in the current a little more. I walked over here, my bait rod was going nuts. think he swallowed it. Yeah, he about swallowed it. The old drum. I got enough bait though, so I'm gonna let him go. I've just cut that off.
Okay, here's another lesson for you. You know, everybody always says, which is a fact. I mean, it's the truth, and everybody knows that when you catch a fish, you check the leader to your hook to make sure it's in good shape after you catch a fish. Well, apparently you got to check the leader to a drop sinker too, because I went to fling that 5-ounce weight and that drop sinker leader broke, and I bird nested the crap out of it because the weight went flying way out the river and the bait just got real light. So we got to retie. That was a 5-ounce sinker just thrown away right there. Wasted. Where's my leader material? There it is. Yep, just wasted that sinker. What's Richard doing? I gotta get my camera closer so I can see what y'all doing. Yeah, you better get that deer cut up before the maggots get on it. I don't think that's gonna be a problem today. I don't think flies is gonna be a problem today. Oh, Richard, you better be ready. We got a barge coming. I'm gonna get up in the morning and spend all day tomorrow hunting. Probably the only day I hunt all day.
Oh, retie this bait rod again.
What'd you do?
I caught a big old drum and he swallowed it. I had to cut it off.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to throw this out again. And try not to look like an amateur. Hey, I finally got that cotton picking Sagoo line Warrior 6000. I finally got it worked out where it's working okay now.
Oh, good deal. Glad you got it going.
Yep. All I did just kept throwing it.
Just had a few kinks to get out, man.
Yeah, it was just I just had to wear the new off of it.
That's it.
I'll tell you what though, man. I mean, I'm starting to like it, but honestly, it is no match for that Ancient Mariner reel I got at all.
No.
I like the Ancient Mariner so much better.
Yeah, I like that Sagalang I got and all, but yeah, it don't hold a lot to that Ancient Mariner.
Well, the Ancient Mariner straight out of the box, I didn't have any trouble with it whatsoever at all. It casts like a
Right.
dream. Man, everything on it works perfect. But
Man,
you know,
so
I
far I ain't having
out of this reel. It's not a bad reel, but like I said, if I have to buy another reel, I'm not going with a Sagulang or however you say it. I am going to stick with the Ancient Mariners.
Yeah, for the money, they're all right.
Well, I mean, I still love my Abus. I got my Abus on both of my Mad Catch rods. Man, I wondered why. I looked down there and Betty was drug all the way to the bank. And and I've got the Triple City spook on there with one of those goober time hooks and all that stuff and the rattles. I reeled it up. The weight was gone off of it. So it just basically drifted all the way back to shore. Now, I'm losing a lot of weights today. I figure most likely what happened there is I saw that rod get hit a while ago. I figure that fish broke that leader off of that sinker, that broke it off, and spit the hook and just let it drift back to the shoreline.
Yeah, probably.
Like I say, I know I got another 5-ounce sinker in there. I melted down, I think it was 120 pounds of lead this past 2 weeks, and been casting sinkers every night. Where's all that blood coming from? Man, I've cut myself so hard I can't.
All right. Well, Mid South, I would definitely say the Ancient Mariner is better quality. I think it's built better and it's going to last longer. Now, as far as comfort wise, like smoothness and casting, the Chaos will outcast it all day long and it just feels better. But that Ancient Mariner is, I think it's going to last you a lot longer and be a lot better reel.
Plus,
That's just,
they have a
I've
lifetime
had both of
warranty,
them
so
and
if it
used them
does
both.
tear up, no problem.
What's that?
They got a lifetime warranty on them too. The Ancient Mariner does.
Yep. Yes, they do.
So if you got
I can't
problems
say
with
nothing
that,
bad.
no problem.
I can't say nothing bad about PC Fun's customer care and their warranty stuff though, because you remember that one I blew the guts out at?
I was gonna say I saw you blow one up.
Yep. Which I think that was more my fault than anything. But I just got a hold of them, sent them some pictures of it, and they said, "Well, do you want us to send you new parts and this and that?" And I said, "Honestly, I don't want to fool with it, tearing it apart and doing all that." And they said, "Okay, we'll send you a brand new one." They sent me a brand new reel to replace it.
Can't beat that.
So I mean, that was pretty good of them.
Yeah, if that one tears up, hopefully it's not the same parts and you can just build the other one back.
Right.
Man, this cloudy overcast day is just weird.
That one that I thought blew up though, Todd took it home and got in it and did some bending and prying and straightening up on it, and it still works. If the
Really?
guts didn't blow out, that where it blew apart was where it hit the rocks real hard.
Do you think maybe the cover plate was loose on it or something?
I really think it was, because they are bad about that. Them side plate cover screws back out and get loose. And I think
you gotta check those.
Yeah, I think when I went to cast with that 10-ounce weight on it, and it was loose, I think it stopped real quick, jerked it out of my hand. When it hit the rocks, that's what busted that case open.
Yeah, but you need to every now and then check those side plate screws because they will work loose.
Yeah, I check all them piece of phones.
Every
one of them. Yep. Yeah, we're probably less than a half mile apart, Josh. He's just about a half mile downstream from me. All right, Jerry. Take it easy, man. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. Hunting and getting to see the deer and getting to kill them, that's all the fun part. Get them on the ground, that's when all the work starts. Got him. I don't know what it is, but I got him. Say it's probably another drum. No. Yeah, another drum.
Dude, that barge is just idling down. He's stopping out there. Don't know what's up with that.
I hope he didn't swallow it. This will be the third one I've had to break off and
you got another one?
Yeah. Hey, gum quit. Hey, pretty good size one.
Yeah, ain't bad at all. You know what? In this cold water, that thing would be some good eating, buddy.
Yes, sir. Almost get up through his gills.
Tastes way better.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, that barge stopped right here in front of me. Look at this crap.
Yeah. It did.
Hey, you know what it is? He realized who we are. They're stopping taking pictures.
That's what it is.
Well, that's Danny Stone, Richard Cluck. I need to get a picture.
Yeah. That's what it was. Dang, he swallowed it. Dang.
Either that or last time I threw that rod out and that sinker broke off, it might have went through his windshield of that.
Yeah.
And maybe pulling over to Jeremy in his butthole. I might have hit him with that sinker.
See it, dang hook, just can't get to it.
You don't got there's not a barge coming downstream from up there at you, is there? I'm trying to figure out why he's stopping in the middle of the river. I mean, he just at a dead stop.
Yeah, I don't see one yet.
He might be hung up.
Dude, he might be.
I don't know. That's pretty
deep right there. It shouldn't be. Yeah. Well, I wish I had some forceps or some pliers or something.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate about them drum, man. They'll get that hook way back there behind those. It's like those little rocks, crusher, those things in the back of their throat, and you can't get that
Yeah,
freaking hook out.
I can see it, just can't get to it. I don't want to kill another one, so
Well,
I guess
in the
I'll cut
wintertime
and
like
retry again.
this, if I'm fishing with corn or worms or something like that that I'll drum will eat, I usually carry a cooler, and I'll cut their head off, get my hook back, and I'll take it home and just go ahead and cook them up.
Yeah, if I feel like fooling with him today, I'd probably keep this one. He'd be a good size to eat.
Oh, that'd be a
Or I
good
just cut
meal
it
right
off.
there, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'll let him go. So I got some channel cat in the fridge right now. I cooked up some of it yesterday. I need to finish that off before I get any more.
I don't know why I'm sitting here with my fingers freezing when I got a pair of gloves in my pocket and didn't even realize it.
I brought some and I was wearing them a little bit earlier, but I can't do nothing wearing them things.
Yeah, these are real good for grabbing catfish.
Hey Josh, what's going on, buddy? Weekend angler in here.
Oh, dude, he's pointing that bars right toward me. Is he turning around? What's he doing?
Yeah. Might be one coming up around the bend up here or something, or he might be checking his graph or something. Well, he definitely pulled way up over at the bank, ain't he?
Yeah, he's coming in toward me. I've never seen him do that before. He's coming right at me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, tomorrow at 7 a.m. is Tacticats tournament
Yep.
on the Weekend Anglers channel. Y'all better be sure and check that out. That's gonna be a good tournament.
Yeah, I think Parker's in that, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Hey, if somebody will, would you drop the Weekend Anglers link? Y'all definitely want to check that out tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of great fishermen in there. I'm sure some great fish caught. That and Josh has just got a cool channel. If y'all ain't subscribed, what are you doing?
If you ain't subscribed to Josh, I don't know why, because everybody else is.
Right? Do I want to throw this back out there and monkey with another drum?
Might as well. We're here.
Yeah, you see that, Danny?
Do what?
Check out that comment.
That's what I thought. I'll give you old Forrest Gump howdy.
There you go.
You know, the thing that I'm most excited about when it comes to, Josh and his channel, The Weekend Angler, he's been teaming up more and more with Caitlin, his daughter. And the
Yeah.
cool thing about it is, the more she fishes with him, the more he learns from her and the better he gets.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
For long, she'll have him good as her.
Well, I've seen him out fishing without her, and he doesn't do quite as good. I mean, he outfishes me. I'll give him that. But he ain't no match for Caitlin. She just smokes it. I notice when Caitlin's on the boat, there's a whole lot more fish landing on that boat. Period. Hands down. If you don't believe me, go watch. Dude, he's fixing to dock that barge. He sure is. He's pulling right up there and gonna park right beside me.
Doesn't your hands get too cold, just go stick them in the water and warm them up.
Yeah. Yeah, when it starts dropping below freezing, I will have to take that braid off of my spinning reels. Because last year, I cast out there. The first time I reeled up, it was so cold that the braid will hold water. And that line on that reel froze solid. And the next time I went to cast, it kept breaking sinkers off because the line was froze to the reel.
That is a fact, Rob. She proved that up at Baldwin that day.
Yep.
That girl's hardcore. She never battered an eye. She never fussed and griped or nothing. She's tough as nails. Well, I just threw this thing out and started getting
truck with the heater on. Yeah, he's fixing to dock that barge, Richard. He's pulling up. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it from where you're at.
Yeah, I can see him.
Yeah. They're fixing to tie it to the bank right there.
Yeah, Mid-South's getting another drum bite. I guarantee you. He done quit.
What are you getting them on, worms?
Yeah, red worms. Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, I got 2 boxes of them at the house, but you know how many of them it takes to cover a 10-aught circle hook?
Yeah, it'd take a few.
It'd take half a box.
I like them little Bill Dance red worms. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the ones you get at Walmart.
Uncle Jeep said, "Hey, Richard is catching fish, so no worries. They can qualify as bait."
That's right.
Hey,
That's right. Hey, I'll take it.
I get the mood.
Fish is fish.
Don't say go home with me. I eat them. There's been days I come over here specifically targeted drum because we take them home and cook them. I cook blackened drum. And hey, you know what else you got to try? That recipe that Creole's got. You're going to have to save a drum before too long for that.
Oh yeah. They want that tomato gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try
See,
that.
there you should have kept that drum.
That sounds good.
Well,
I
there
still
you
got
go.
2 more in the
It's
cooler.
probably not a high calorie meal, is it?
I wouldn't think so. Tomatoes is all right. Fish is good.
The next big drum
Calories.
you get, you need to work. You need to get a hold of Creole and get that recipe.
Yeah, sure do. Calories don't matter much. It's carbs.
Okay, you're on one of them diets.
Yeah, I can eat all the meat I want, all the protein and fat. Just gotta no carbs, no sugar. Hey, Lyle, what's going on, bud?
Is that D Lyle?
It's
It
D
sure
Lyle.
is. What's up, Lyle?
What's going on?
We got one catfish so far. It took me 30 minutes to catch it after it was hooked. Took me 30 minutes to get it in.
Well, he ain't lying. It took him 30 minutes to fight that fish in.
Yep.
Now, if you don't tell him the rest of the story, it'll sound like it was a giant.
Right.
I tell you, I thought it was going to be pretty good today. But you know that little curse you was talking about, I think it's true. I no sooner got my baits in the water and walked over and hit the live button this morning when I went live about 9 o'clock. I hit the button, and as soon as I did, I turned around and my beef kitty was going down. Went over and caught that little fish. And every time one of us has caught one right off the bat, we don't catch nothing else.
It's not good.
No. I think there's something to that.
I've went out before, get on a spot, throw out there within 2 or 3 minutes, have a fish on the bank, fish for 5 hours and nothing. I'm not sure what the cutoff time on that is, that the waiting period to where that curse doesn't take effect.
Yep. Yep. Mid-South is absolutely right. You can't think, well, I'll have a little cheat day or I'll just a little bit here and there. You can't do that.
Man, you just seem so much later because it's so dark out here.
I know, right?
I keep thinking it's like 4:30 or something.
What time is it? 2:20?
It's 2:20. Oh, I dread getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get up early tomorrow, get out there, and I'm gonna be on the stand all day tomorrow.
I was going to fish early both days this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to go out tomorrow morning.
Hey, if you want, you can come up there on the hill and hunt with me tomorrow.
Yeah. My brother's trying to get me to come up there with him, but I don't know. I think I'm going to lay my butt in bed and actually sleep in once for a change.
Well, dude, I mean, you live like 5 minutes from my farm.
That's true. That's true. Sleeping in for me is like getting up at 6, so
Yeah.
it'd be nice to actually sleep in a little bit tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you'd be looking for as far as a deer. I mean, you come up here anytime during the day tomorrow, you can pop a doe in 5 minutes. But I've got
I don't call nothing.
I got a bunch of little bitty bucks up there that need to be thinned out too.
Yeah.
I got trail cams, man. I bet I've got at least a half a dozen 4-point bucks on that property, and there's a couple of rinky-dink 6-pointers. But that one's got a big old tumor under his jaw that I videoed him today, and I'm gonna get that video together and put it up sometime. But yeah, I filmed that little 6-point buck this morning, and dude, he's got like this big gross knot hanging off the bottom of his jaw.
Huh. Heart is good for yes, it is, Josh. I agree. It's about one of the most lean, tender cuts on an animal. You have to dunk your entire head in the water to nullify the curse, Richard.
Yeah, well, that curse is going to be here a while.
Rob,
I
I just sat here and I just soon sat here all day and not catch nothing, bud.
Yep. But then you're laying on the bank in shock while your rods are bending over.
Well, Josh has got a question for you, Danny. Is Parker getting ejected from the river rats, seeing how he chose deer hunting over catfishing?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They don't call him Parker Pursuits for nothing, because he's about, man. His channel is about chasing critters, whether they swim in the
Yeah.
water or run in the woods. He stays true to what he does, and he does a really good job at it. Because not only does he land, man, great catfish, but as you can see, dude, he smokes down some big old bucks too.
Oh, for sure. I just
Yeah.
seen a comment from Lyle. Where's that? Lyle said he'd love to lose 50 pounds, but he don't want to give up what he eats. And trust me, man, I was the exact same way. I was like, man, I like to eat what I like and don't want to give up nothing. You know, honestly, I haven't really missed nothing. Man, I still eat all I want. Dude, I eat steak every day, salad. Like, I eat a lot of vegetables like Brussels sprouts and stuff like that. All it is just start watching them carbs, but I still eat good food. But once you go about a week or so, you don't really miss that stuff so much. But it really did work.
I ain't never missed no
And
food.
Yeah. Uncle Jeep, yeah, it's pretty prevalent around here. The MDC is doing what they can to monitor it, track it, and mitigate it. But I mean, it is what it is. I know it's a lot worse in some areas, but here in southern part of Missouri, yeah, it is kind of an issue. That chronic waste disease.
Yeah, they're getting more and more places that are testing for it. They're getting closer and closer to us every year. Right now, we're in good shape. But I've been coming up with over the past 2 years, I'm getting more and more deer that have got like tumors on them or them big old warts. They're starting to get pretty bad. Like I said, the deer, I got footage of a deer this morning. Like I said, a little buck. And I'll get home, I'll get that all put together, and I'll put up like a little short of that buck. Dude, he was walking around all over the stand, and he's got like a big, like a softball sized knot right under his jaw on his neck. And I started to go ahead and put that deer down, but I'm going to let him see if he can work himself out of that. If he's still around come the last month of bow season, I'll probably go ahead and take him out of the equation.
I changed my name, Drum King.
Drum
Y'all's looking
King,
at the new Drum King.
the
What do
little
you think,
drummer
Danny?
boy.
There you go.
Hey, it is getting close to Christmas.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be a good one for that recipe of Creoles.
Yeah, he'd be
No,
good
he's
eater,
got
wouldn't
little. That big one you had a while ago would have been perfect.
Oh.
Well, that barge captain's awful brave, parking that barge right here next to these deer woods.
That's what it is. Lyle Gaspergoo. I can't even remember what they call him. That's what it is.
What, Gaspergoo?
Yeah. Creole
Yeah,
said that one day, and I
they
thought he
just
was.
call him Goo for short.
Yeah. I heard Creole say it one day. I thought he was cussing me in Cajun. I didn't know what he was saying.
Now, Gaspergoo is a drum. Sakalai is a crappie. And Shoe Pig is a grinnell.
Grinnell.
Bowhead.
I've heard them too. I heard Hank Jr. call him Socolay one time, but I ain't never heard Gaspergoo.
Yep.
That sounds like something you got to go get a shot for, man.
Yeah. Dang it, I got the gas goo again.
Right?
The stuff just keep coming back.
Sound like something Ajax wouldn't scrub off.
Bad case of the gas goo about 5 years ago, and it keeps coming back.
Well, dadgummit, that was my last red worm. Drum done eat all my bait.
Your fate's done with them drum then.
Yeah, I guess.
Man, I got all my bases covered here because I got the two furthest rods. I got Black Daddy and the Muddy River rod. They're thrown way out in the channel. Then the two Mad Cats rods, they're about halfway back toward the bank. And then I got the little sumo chopstick rod. It's just like 30 feet out there. So I'm covering everything from shallow to deep. What surprises me today, though, is that the fish that I caught and the only other bite that I got, they both came on some old freezer burnt shad that I got.
Is that right?
Yep. You remember them shad that we caught? We went through it in that mud hole.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I caught the catfish on today.
Well, most of them they were pretty good size. They was what, 10, 12 inches. Some of them.
Well, I mean,
It seemed like them bigger ones freeze a little better. Them small ones just turn to mush when you thaw them out. Them big ones seem to do a little better.
They're about that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's freezer burnt, dude.
Yeah. He been in there a little while.
Yeah, but that's what I caught the catfish on. Old freezer burnt shad.
I like Uncle Jeep's thinking. Not getting skunked on a live fishing podcast. Priceless. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's another one of our big problems we're having right now, Richard, is that neither one of us have went and got any fresh bait lately. So we've been running on just old stuff that we got. And it does make a big difference.
You got to do something now because that's my last skipjack, the one I cut up earlier. That's the last one I got.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we can't make a run to Kentucky Dam for too long, which I don't think they're doing any good over there, I'll be going back to Crothersville real soon, and I'm just going to pick up a bunch of them down there. I'll let you know when I'm going, and you tell me what you want, and I'll pick you up some down there because they got good fresh. Right. And the ones they got down that they wrap in singles, I actually like those better because it seems like that wrapping that cellophane around them, it actually works better than vacuum sealing them.
Yeah, it's thicker plastic, a little more protection, you know. That and I like the singles better because if I can only go for a little while, I only want to grab one. I ain't got to unthaw 2 or 4, you know, and then refreeze them.
Well, like they were telling me down there at Grizzly Jig Company, they said the vacuum sealing, you know, it takes the air out and all that, but sometimes that vacuum seal it'll lose the seal. But plus, when you seal them, it smashes that fish a little bit. Whereas when you wrap them with cellophane, it doesn't. But it still gets all the air away from them so that they don't freeze or burn.
I've had a bunch of mine do that. I'll, vacuum seal them. And then just a little while later, I guess maybe you hit a fin or something when it sucks down, it pokes a little hole in it. Before you know it, it'll lose its seal. Just be full of air.
With those little belly fins that are real sharp.
Yeah.
They'll punch a hole in that bag. But I'll make a run. I'll make a run here for too long, and I'll holler at you. And you tell me what you want, and I'll pick it up.
All right, sounds good. Lyle says, anybody still getting skips at Cumberland City? I am not familiar with Cumberland City. I'd never fished there. I've fished Barkley Dam and I've fished Kentucky Dam, but That's the only two places I've fished over here, Lyle. Danny, you ever fished at Cumberland City?
No, I don't believe I have. That
I don't think
probably
I have
sounds
either.
like something more. I don't know. For some reason, it seems like I would think Kelly Bullock might know something about that.
Yeah. I think I've heard Lyle talk about that before. I think that's where they used to go get a lot of skipjack.
Man, I dread carrying all this crap out of here. It took me 4 loads to get us down today. That's why I was late for the show.
I streamlined a little bit. I made it in 2 loads. That first one was a heck of a load, but I made it in 2. Yep, that's where Lyle. Yeah, I've heard him talk about him and some of his buddies going over just catching hundreds of them. That
Yeah.
said that
I
used
know
to be a great
Jody's been
place to
wearing
get
them
bait.
out. Jody's been doing real good catching skipjack.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's been
yeah,
catching so
Jody.
many Hardhead Evans that when they're done fishing in the night, they just dump them all back in the water. I'm like, what are you doing? I saw him throwing whole skipjack back there tonight. I said I would kill for that bait right now.
That fishery they're on right now is just it's incredible fishery, man. I'd love to live over there near the Tennessee.
Now, when is the next Battle of the Rivers? That's next weekend, right?
The 19th.
Yeah, I believe that'd be next weekend. Yep.
Yeah, it's 19th on Palmetto's channel.
Well, you know, some of them boys been having a pretty tough time of it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's going to be a sad, sad day if that little 8.19 pound catfish I got holds up.
hey baby, there's Miss Real Gals. Are you enjoying your half day off? They actually let her have a half day off today. First time
Really?
off she's had since. Yep, she's been working 7 days a week since 1st of October. She got her a half a day, so hope you're enjoying it.
Oh, I got slack on one of these rods.
I bet that's what he done, Danny. That bar's there. I bet he beached over there because he got one coming downstream now. I bet he radioed ahead and said he'd pull off. Just got home. He's still there, Danny?
Man, I had something just pecking on that little sumo chopstick rod. I had a big chunk of shad on there and all left is skin on it. He sit there and pecked it down to nothing but skin.
Yeah, I bet after this Marquette boat gets by you, that other one will back out. So the bow of his boat's just about right up there on you, ain't it?
Yeah, he'd been sitting there biting on that for a while, and I didn't realize it. He had the slack dropped all the way to the bank. I reeled up on it, and he hit it a couple times, and I sat there and he tapped it again.
Yeah.
The next time he tapped on it, I kind of lifted the rod a little bit, and I felt him bump it. But when I reeled it up, there wasn't nothing left on there but skin off of that shad. So I don't know what's got her doing that. That's my third bite, though, with one catfish to show for it. Man, this temperature fixing to drop bad here in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. But it's supposed to get down 22 overnight.
I know it. I dread the morning, I'm telling you. I don't know if I'm going to get up and go or not.
It'd be worth it when you see that old big boy come walking out and you smoking.
Well, you have
It'll
to
warm
freeze
you right
that
up.
thing. You have to work your butt off dragging that thing to the truck.
That's right. You warm up quick. Aaron says, "Did you catch that hung up fish?"
Yeah, we got it. We got it out of there. It was a channel cat.
Hey, earlier you was talking about that.
50 yards of slack to him, and he took off, and I got him out of the hole.
Danny, you was talking about that 8.19 fish you caught in the Battle of the Rivers thing and all that.
Yeah.
Did you see what Brian B commented on my Facebook post the other day when we met Creole?
I remember seeing something. I can't remember what he said.
Brian said, "I give this picture a 8.19."
Oh yeah.
That's what he rated it.
I have no delusions of that fish holding up, but I mean, hypothetically speaking, or if a miracle happened and they couldn't beat that fish, you know how embarrassing that's going to be.
Yeah.
After all the smackulars talk, if they skunk or catch less than 8.19, that's going to be shameful, man.
Anything's possible.
Well, I can tell you right now, muskrat ain't going to let that happen.
No, him and Skip and them, that ain't gonna happen.
No, they'll burn 500 gallons of gas before they let that happen. They'll run that boat all over the place.
Muskrat's gonna do whatever it takes to get on the fish. I guarantee you.
Exactly. He don't care
That
how
boy
much
knows how to
gas
do
he's
it.
got to burn, how far he's got to go. He gonna catch a fish.
He knows how to do it. He knows how to do all the drifting, dragging, bumping, suspend drifting.
I know them guys make me sick.
He's good with that graph too, man.
Yeah, I get a lot of them guys that, they'll beat me pretty bad every now and then. And then I have to remind them, I'm on the bank.
Yeah.
Hop over here beside me and do what I do and see how good you are.
Yeah, that's what Creel was telling me the other day, though. I was talking to him on the phone. He said, as far as the iPilot, the actual trolling motor, if I got any questions, feel free to ask him because he's got that figured out. He said, as far as my graph, if I want that to do anything, he said, get a hold of Muskrat. He's like a wizard on them things.
Hey, man, Roger, man, I'm just blown away by the amount of knowledge he has on some of that stuff sometimes.
I hear you.
I mean, because I couldn't turn the dang thing on. Let's figure it out. I'd be like, I don't even know where the power button is. Now, I got a buddy of mine down in Florida, man. Dude, he's got this little RC boat. And when I say little, that thing's about 3.5, 4 feet long. Dude, that little boat, remote control boat, it's got a compartment in the back where he can load his bait in there with his line attached to it. He'll run that boat out 300 or 400 yards. Okay. And he hits a button and it ejects that bait out the back of that boat and drops the weight. But in addition to that, that little RC boat has it has sonar on it and fish finders and all that feeds back to he's got a little like a little iPad screen. And he can actually see the fish and stop that boat and drop that bait right where they're at. And it has GPS on it where he hits home on it, and no matter how far that boat will get out so far, he can't even see it. And he'll hit return to home, and that boat will come right back.
That's awesome. That's what you need to do, Danny. Get your little RC boat and put you a fish finder on it and have it feed back to your phone. You can sit there and run around and out here in the river, figure out where they're at.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of his channel is. I'll have to send that to you and let you check that out. But he's a cool guy, man. I've met him a bunch of times down in Florida.
It ain't that Bama beach fishing guy, is it?
No, it's not. It's not Matthew Isbell. That's the Bama Beach Bum. He fishes mostly whiting, pompano. He's starting to get into some of the bigger fish, but they call him the whiting king.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Matthew. He's set to hit 200,000 subscribers by December.
Wow.
He's doing pretty good. And of course, Brett Peacher, I think he already hit 200,000. But that 50-pound saltwater braid that I got on Black Betty and on that 13-foot Akuma rod, that's where I got that from. Brett Peacher gave me that line. But he's got a channel called Angler Up with Brent. I got that line off of him, and I got a Pin Fierce 2 spinning reel off of it. Now, I can't help but wonder. I mean, he obviously pulled over for that guy there. You figure?
Yeah.
But right now, navigation is so tight on this river that he had to stop and pull over when he was probably a good, what'd you say, 4 miles up the river. And he had to wait for him to come down before he could go up.
Yeah. When there ain't much water in here, man, it's tight.
Yeah. I've never seen it this low before in my life.
I like Uncle Jeep's idea. He says put some torpedoes and depth charges on that little RC boat and hunt them fish down.
There you go. Oh, that's what I was going to get back to. Because we were
There's
down
Guerrero.
there.
What's up, Guerrero?
We were down there and he was running that boat out because what he was doing, he was catching red snapper from the shore, from the surf on the beach. He'd run it out far enough to this old shipwreck and he would drop that bait on that shipwreck and he was pulling in, man, 15, 20-pound red snapper. Now, what I told him is, there's freaking sharks out there that are, 10, 12 feet long. What's to stop them from grabbing that little 4-foot boat and just tearing the crap out of it?
True.
That boat is $1,700, man, with all the gear that's on it. And I would be worried about a shark grabbing that thing, sending it out there myself. $1,700 riding in out there with cotton picking tiger sharks and bull sharks. No, thank you. That's money I'm not spending.
Yeah, Mark's back. Mark, you ain't missed much, bud. You missed me catching about another 3 or 4 drum.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how much colder I can get.
You'll figure it out in the morning. You'll be about 15 degrees colder in the morning.
Yeah, I know, I'm starting to shiver.
Are you? Guarantee you go sit in that deer stand tomorrow, you can be colder.
Well, I'm gonna dress a little bit warmer tomorrow. I'm gonna layer up. You ever see that movie Christmas Story?
I was just fixed to say you're gonna look like the kid on Christmas Story. Won't be able to put your arms down.
I'll be like, deer. Fall out of the tree stand, land on your back, and you can't get up. You can't hurt because you got too many layers. It's kind of
Mark said he caught a ton of drum this week on a blade bait.
He caught what?
Mark, he caught tons of drum this week. They was all on blade baits.
Real. I ain't never had them hit anything like that spinnerbait or nothing. I have caught them on crappie jigs.
So I've caught a ton of them crappie fishing. I've caught them on a little spoon, like a little silver spoon when I was skipjack fishing.
Yeah. Oh. Man, I make that go over here and set that wood pile on fire.
Light it up.
It took me forever to tie them up. My fingers are so cold. When I went to tie them weights on a while ago, I couldn't tie the knot because my fingers are numb.
Oh man.
Yeah, it took me 4 times as long to tie that knot as normal because I couldn't get my hands.
Mark's caught a monster channel cat on a blade bait too.
Well, you've been over at Reelfoot Lake. Man, you could go over the Reelfoot Lake and on crappie. You go over crappie fishing and you'll catch. I mean, the little channel cat. They're about like the ones at Baldwin. But man, you can work them out on crappie jigs over at Reelfoot.
That little lake is absolutely full, like overpopulated with channel cats.
I know. I think the limit over there now is like 150 a day or something like that.
They put a limit on it? Because there wasn't no limit for a long time.
I think it's like 150 a day now. But crap, man, if you're catching 1.5 pound channel cats and you catch 150 of them, that's a lot of freaking fish, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only place I know of. They let you use yo-yos. They let you use box traps. They'll let you use anything. Just catch them, get. They want them out of there.
There's the sky's the limit on methods. You can pretty much everything short of throwing a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason they don't let you do that is because they're afraid it'll kill the crappie.
Right. There's got to be some flatheads in there, man. As much standing timber and
Real Foot Lake was formed by an earthquake. That basically that water all came from the Mississippi River, right?
Yeah. Isn't that 1811, 1812 earthquakes is when that was all formed?
Yep.
So there's got to be some flatheads in there. Hey, speak of the devil, there's Roger. What's up, muskrat?
Ah, crap. That's the guy that's going to beat me on the. He's going to bump my fish out of the running. Hey, Roger, you need to really impress everybody on Battle of Rivers. You need to beat my 8.19 fish from the bank.
Don't think I've ever seen him on the bank.
You know what? That's something I want to do sometime. You got all these people that fish from a boat. God bless them. But I would like to have a tournament that it's not bank fishermen, but boat fishermen from the bank.
On the bank.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah. To qualify for the tournament, you have to be a full-time boat fisherman, but the tournament is going to be from the bank. And let's see how big.
Muskrat said negative, Ghost Rider.
They're scared.
Boaters on the bank and bankers on the boats.
No, they ain't scared. I'm going to say
I like
they're
that
lazy.
idea.
Why would I want to carry all that crap? All I got to do is fire up the motor and go.
Right. I like that idea, man.
You know, the thoughts crossed my mind of going back to the boat a bunch of times.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Glad you come back, buddy. You ain't missed a whole lot. Danny's caught one, about 8-pound channel cat, and I've caught 4, 5, 6 drum.
Yeah, I fought that fish for 30 minutes.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He fought it for 30 minutes. Well, it took him 30 minutes to get it in. We'll say that.
I ain't gonna lie, I was about to give up on him. I was gonna cut the line. But I thought,
Mark
one
may
last
do
chance.
that, man.
I'm just gonna start dropping slack. And man, he swam way out. When he did, it came loose, and I'm like, I got you now, buddy.
Brandon, we're about, what are we, Danny? About a half mile apart? Maybe a mile?
Yeah, between a half mile and a mile.
Yeah. Somewhere in that neighborhood, Brandon.
Downstream. He's up there.
Well, that's Danny's idea. We'll let Danny run with it, but yeah, we got to be involved. Mark said we should run with that idea. He'd be happy to help.
I'm telling you. Now, no bank fishermen that are normal bank fishermen, you're not allowed because you know how good we are from the bank. So them boys ain't got a chance from the bank. But it's all boat fishermen have to get away from it. You know, it kind of plays on what Roger did with the no electronics and fishing in new waters.
Exactly. Took
But
them out of their
let's
element.
really handicap them. Let's take all their crap away from them and take their boat away too.
Your home turf, north or south of Danny? We live in the same town, Mid-South.
Yep.
Me and Danny live right there in the same town, man.
Yeah, we can drive to each other's house in about 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
And about a minute and a half of that's putting your shoes on.
Yeah. I actually grew up, what is it, Danny? Probably way crow flies about a mile from where you grew up.
Yep.
Down there in Hooterville.
Yep, sure did.
Just at different times. Oh. Oh, yeah. It probably would help, wouldn't it, Mark?
Well, I'm getting tired of these one fish trips.
I like that idea. Oh, yeah. Sure do, Mid-South. Grizzly Jig's awesome. They got anything in the world you could possibly want for crappie fishing. And I tell you,
Yeah,
they got a
do.
pretty dang good catfish selection, too.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
They got, I don't know if you guys know who George Young is, but he fishes. If you don't know who George Young is, look him up on YouTube. He's a real cool guy. I've met him a bunch of times, but he's got a bunch of his products down there, George Young hooks and stuff like that. But George Young fishes a lot with Bill Dance. And, you know, I'm high enough up on the ladder that I know George Young, but George won't introduce me to Bill for some reason.
Can't imagine why.
Let me hang out with you and Bill. He goes, hell no.
There's Dominic Hollis. What's up, Dominic?
Yeah, he's scared the Bill won't fish with him no more if he introduces me.
Yeah, they do, Mid-South.
The catfish section's getting bigger down there.
Yeah, getting better all the time.
They still got a ways to go in my book, but it's probably for where we're at, they got more stuff than anybody else around this area.
Yeah. They're the only place I know of within driving distance you can actually go look at what I would consider decent catfish rods.
Exactly.
You know, like he was naming some of them there. They carry Big Cat Fever, you know, the Hellcats, and that's where I bought that meat. No, I didn't. I bought that Beef Kitty, that Bill Dance rod, and all that. They got some pretty good ones.
Oh,
B&M, the Silver Cats.
I found a sporting goods store or an outdoor store up in Jackson, Fruitland area last week, and I went in there to check it out. And the dude in there, he like rebuilds abus and stuff. Dude, he had two nice abus sitting on his desk. He offered them to me for $50 a piece, and I said, "Crap! My wife took my credit card before I left."
Dang, that ain't bad.
So I'm gonna go up through Cape and then cut back through Jackson and Fruitland. She goes, "Give me your credit card." Took it away from me. She neutered me.
I need to pull a couple of these in too.
Ooh, Lord, it's getting cold. Sit out here and wind up with a pea pneumonia. And y'all don't forget, as soon as I get home tonight, I've got the video. It should be done uploading, and I'm going to put it out there tonight. I've got a new video I'm dropping. As soon as we're done here and I get to the house, I'll drop a video tonight. You guys make sure you check it out, man. You're going to love it. It's fun times, I promise you. I went all down stone on this one. No, but it's a video that I shot the footage the weekend before my mother passed away, and I was in the process of editing the video and getting it all put up and get it ready to go. And I was still working on the video, when my mom passed away, so it kind of got shoved on the back burner. But I sat down last night, finished it up, and I started uploading it before I left to come fishing today. So it'll be ready to go when I get home, and I'll drop that video. You guys go check it out. I think you'll be all right with it. But make sure you watch it all the way to the end, though, because when you think it's over, it ain't over. Oh my God, I wish I could feel my fingers. They're like Tootsie Rolls right now from the freezer. You ever try to eat one of them things when it's been in the refrigerator? That's what my fingers feel like. Hey, there's Dominic Hollis. Dominic Hollis is the reason I ain't been over to the Kentucky Dam lately, because I know him and Rustic went over there, and I think Dominic wound up catching 3 skipjack, and Rustic caught 1. And I thought, man, that's a 2-hour and 15-minute drive for me. And if Dominic ain't getting no skipjack, there ain't no way I'm going over there to try it. Because that'd be a whole lot of money to spend to go over and just catch a couple of them things. So I've been watching him. When he starts catching them, I'll gas up the truck and go. But I ain't going until he starts pulling in more than 3.
Time is it, Danny? 3?
It is 3:06. How long you want to go on this? Because I'm going to be frozen to death after 4.
I was sitting here thinking, man, I was thinking about 4 o'clock. Unless we just start tearing them up for some reason, about 4 o'clock, I think I'll be about done.
Man, if I start landing 60-pounders, I'm still leaving at 4.
I'll stick it out when we start landing some good ones.
I don't care if 100-pound fish start jumping up on that bank. 4 o'clock, I'm getting out of here. It's about freezing to death, man.
Love to have Mark. Oh, I hear you, Mid-South. He'd love it. He said he'd like to see Mark go down to Grizzly Jig.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wish you would, Brandon. But you on call, huh? Well, man, anytime you ain't, you're more than welcome. I'd love you have you come over here and join us on the show some weekend, man.
Who's that?
Brandon from there in Malden. I'll tell you later, but that's Overland to Waters' his YouTube channel.
I know who he is.
All right.
That's actually my cousin's kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. Get him come over here and fish with us some weekend.
He won't. He's stuck up.
He just said if he wasn't on call, he'd come crash the party.
Hey, me and him was this past summer, or it might have been in spring. I was out on 2-ditch on the highway that goes between Malden and Risco, and I was throwing off the bridge, and man, I was catching bass like crazy on little spinner baits. And he pulled up there, walked over, was talking to me, and man, I had a bass hit, and I set that hook, and the hook come flying back, and I ducked, and it missed me. And there was a Jeep Grand Cherokee driving by, and that spinnerbait went in the grill of that car. And man, I feel dragged like crazy.
I bet.
Brandon was like,
he said,
yeah. He goes, loosen the drag, loosen the drag.
Yeah, he said he was supposed to go with you sometime.
Yeah, he was standing on the bridge with me when that happened. That's a true story. It really happened. I hooked the car. Man, he's fooled me too. I'm like, I bet y'all think I make this crap up. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he said he just knew he was going to hit the windshield.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was sitting down on the old West Ditch Bridge down there at the bottom of the hill, and at Zepco 202, fishing for bullheads. And I went to cast back, and a dude on a motorcycle went by, and the hook caught him in his jacket. And yeah, he got me too. That's twice I've hooked a motor vehicle. I guess that old boy gonna stay there. Oh, there's another barge coming. Hey, I wonder what he got. How many he's got to wait to go by before they let him go. Richard walking down toward the water. Oh, come on, fish. Man, I think that Mad Cat's rod right there is hung up. That rod been bent over the whole time it's been out there. Shirley T. 922 barbecue. I can finally see the phone now because the glare's not on it from something. Catfish Weekly. I'm broke, Mark. Hey, you want to compare wallets? I bet I'm broker than you are. I think I got a 20 in there. If my wife's watching this when I get home, I won't have it no more. So where'd you get $20? I'm kidding, y'all. I got two 20s. My lunch money for next week. Ooh, man. Hold on. If I cover my eyes up from here, and I get just the right angle, you guys can't tell if that's two stabs. And the wind's blowing right in my face.
Got tapped a couple times on that one I just threw out, but he lost interest.
Man, I know it probably ain't nothing nobody want to hear, but I got to pee really bad, and my fingers is numb, and plus I don't think I can find it as cold as it is. I may just pee down my leg to warm up.
There you go. Do like you did on Dumb and Dumber. There's John Boy. What's up, John Boy? Yeah, I hear you, Lyle. Need that Chad Fields money.
You know, most people don't know that Chad's a multi-millionaire. He plays that out good, though.
Yeah, he plays it like he's one of the little guys like us, but we know better.
I know it. I mean, normally I wouldn't say nothing because, you know, he got so much money. He's got these goons that he sends after you. They'll break your legs and stuff. But I'm probably going to freeze to death out here tonight anyway, so I got nothing to lose.
Brandon says, let's not talk about peeing. Why is that, Brandon? You got to go? Ernie Brown, what's up, Ernie?
My brother Ernie. Woo!
Oh, that's an inside joke between him and Danny. He said, Brandon said, don't talk about peeing.
Did what? Oh yeah.
Brandon.
Hey, y'all want me to tell him anyway?
Well, you got to now.
Well, see, Brandon is he's the son of my cousin John. And back when Brandon was about 2 foot, 2.5 feet tall, he was a little bitty. We were fishing over at Dudley, over there on that little ditch that comes out of Dudley and goes into Bingo to Otter Slough. We had the Coleman lanterns out, man. We was fishing at night. And Brandon looks over at John, his dad, and he goes, "Dad, I got to pee." He said, "Well, just whip it out and go, son. There ain't nobody out here." And I was standing down the back there, and all of a sudden I heard John start screaming. He goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Man, he just pulled it out, standing right behind me, and just peed all down my leg." He was sitting there. He was holding it up like, man, he was like peeing all over his dad, all the back of his dad's leg, man. John was screaming at him. He said, "Turn around." Yeah, he peed all over his dad. So that's Brandon that did that. John down there trying to shake his leg off. It was soaking wet.
Mark says, why ain't we got fires burning? No. He said that's the best part of bank fishing is being able to have a fire. Why ain't we got fires?
I got a pile of wood. By the time I get lit, it'll be time to go home. Yeah.
Honestly, because I don't know. After I got done packing all this junk down here, I didn't want to gather up firewood and do it. So,
well, I think this big pile down here is one that you stacked the last time you were here.
Probably. Piled it up down there pretty high.
Yeah, you got it. There's a big stack of wood there. That's where you were fishing last time, so I'm sure that's where you piled it up.
Probably.
See, that's a bad thing about fishing this spot right here too, because a lot of people, have, they've gotten on to me and said, "Dude, them baits have been out there for over an hour. You need to reel them in and put fresh bait on." Here's the thing, folks. You see all them rocks on the bank and them big giant concrete slabs? There's even more of them right out there. When
they don't stop.
Out, you better leave it alone, because every time you reel in, you're donating a hook and a sinker. So I'll let them sit until something gets on them, or I go home, whichever comes first. Freshening up baits here is not an option, because you're going to go through so much gear that it's going to take everything you got. You're going to wipe yourself out on gear. Now, it does handicap you on your fishing and all that, but this is where they're at right now. The only spot you can really find any fish on the river is in these deep holes with all these rocks and stuff, and the big giant concrete slabs with the rebar sticking out of them. You got to throw right down there in that crap, and that's where the fish are at. Apparently, they ain't there right now, but but that's generally where we catch them at.
Mark says another reason to boat fish, Danny.
Yeah, it is. Well, the last time we brought your boat up through here, we drove through each one of these coves, and dude, we marked some monster fish. I mean, monster fish.
And a bunch of them.
Threw them. We just could not get them to take the line.
Yeah, we went along this entire bank where we normally, bank fish, and hitting it with the graph, and man, we found all kinds of good ledges and holes and all the stuff you want to see. And we marked tons of fish, but
Oh my
couldn't make
God,
none
they
of them
were
bite.
packed in there.
Dude, I'm telling you, up there around that dike, that new T dike they put in,
Yeah.
man, that was the biggest and the most marks I've ever seen on a fish finder.
Yeah, it's just with that cross current there, it's really hard to anchor up there.
Well, that's why I'm excited about Christmas. It'll make it possible to fish right there if I get that Tarova. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know we tried everything we could that day to anchor up in that spot, and that boat was swinging from one side to the other so much there was nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, there's a great big just swirl right there. He had a incoming current and then a big swirl, and it just wasn't no way to stay on anchor.
You can't. I think you'd have to throw out 3 anchors to lock down there.
What zip code are you fellas fishing? It's 63863. Mark.
Yeah, I don't think so, 922 Coffee Barbecue. Not in that water. Not me. 20 or 30 years ago, I'd have done it, but not now.
Yeah, Brandon says the rock dike there at the bottom of number 8 has always produced a lot of fish for him.
Yeah, I know where he's talking about.
I can't get signal there.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't get a signal there. And that's the whole theme of the video that I'm putting up tonight. It's based around a spot that I was fishing where you got no signal, and I'm going to show you. You've got to watch the video tonight. What a difference it makes, and what we've told these people, we know where to go catch fish at, even right now. The problem is, you're running the camera. You can't live stream it, and I'm going to prove it to you on the video that I'm putting out tonight.
How far was it, Mark? Yeah, that's the part that sucks. I got about 2 spots really to stream from. Anywhere along this bank, off the point, and right there in town. Other than that, forget about it.
Oh, we got unlimited bank access. I mean, dude, you can go for miles and miles and miles, plenty of spots to fish. The problem is the phone signal situation.
Mark's 507 miles from us, Danny.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that far.
Yeah, pretty good ways, I guess.
So he's actually closer to Mendota than he is us, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he ain't but a couple hours, I think, from Mendota. And I'm like,
hey. Getting colder or what? I'm starting to get an ice cream headache, and I ain't even eating no ice cream.
Yeah, we'll wrap her up here in about 30 minutes or so. Steph actually got a half day off, too. I'd like to get home and spend a little time with her to see her before she's got to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got 5 pork steaks in a crock pot with mushroom gravy on them. That'll probably be done here in a little bit.
Woo. Now you're talking.
Got some mashed potatoes on the side. Dip up that meat when it starts falling apart in that gravy, and just dump it on top of the mashed potatoes and eat it.
Oh, man. Yeah, Mark says Mendota's 2 hours, and that's too far.
Yeah, Richard, I know that you guys, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I know at first you and Steph were talking about that you weren't going to do CatCon because you were going to go to Mendota. Are you guys still doing that, or are you going to try to swing CatCon out of it?
No, I don't think so, man. I think I figured up how much vacation I'll get between now and then,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna save up to probably do a little more time in Mendota this year instead of trying to do both. Because last year I
Well,
had to
I
cut
don't know
myself
about
short on
that.
both trips. You know.
You're trying to budget your time wisely.
Yep, that's it. I'd love to be able to go up that weekend before and actually stay the whole week. And I mean, I got to spend a little bit of time with like Lyle. We sit out in lawn chairs and talk a little bit. I got to talk to Mark a little bit, but I'd like to spend a little more time up there and actually get to hang out with everybody, you know, because
Ain't nothing
everybody
wrong
was in
with that.
just such a rush. Hurry up, get in the boats and fish. And of course, that's why we're there. But I'd just like to hang around a little longer and maybe get to spend a little more time with everybody.
Well, I mean, see, the thing to me is you're going to have as good a time doing that as you would at CatCon because not only are you going to get to hang out with people, but you're going to be fishing while you do it.
Be fishing too. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, man. I guess we'll keep coming back as long as they'll have us. Mark said he's got a 1 hour rule. His mom lives an hour and 5 minutes out of the way, and she's out of luck. I like to say that if I lived as close to Mendota as Mark did, I'd be there all the time. But then again, if you went there all the time, you'd get tired of it. And then where would you go for your vacation? You know what I mean? It wouldn't be special when you got to go there.
Well, yeah. But you got to figure, you know, for him to go to Mendota is basically the same as me and you going to Kentucky Dam.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, as far as the trip wise.
His mom's an hour, 5 minutes away. Mine's 4 days away. Mine's in California. I did that trip in a U-Haul out there, and it sucked. I did it back in a Greyhound, and it sucked even more. Danny, I don't know if you've ever rode in a Greyhound, but if you ever get the chance, don't.
Yeah, I've rode them a bunch of times.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I had to, when I first enlisted in the Army, I had to go to the Met station down in Memphis, and we actually called a Greyhound bus. They used to run in Malden. There was a bus stop in Malden, and I
Really?
called it. Yeah, there actually used to be a bus stop, Greyhound bus stop in our hometown. And I caught the bus in Malden, rode to Memphis, went down there. They took my physical and all that stuff for the service, and stayed in the hotel down there that night. They paid for everything, and then caught the Greyhound back the next day.
Yeah. Oh, I know, Mark. He says there's no flatheads up there, so he just stays there. I don't blame you there. You catching flatheads on the Fox like you do, I don't believe I'd stray too far either.
Yeah, I don't catch a large number of flatheads, but I catch enough of them that there's no way I would leave this river because I get maybe 6 or 7 of them a year.
He's talking about he'd like to take a cross country train trip. Now, that would be pretty cool. I might like that.
And hey, it's not that expensive either. If you look into it, it's actually pretty
Really?
cheap. Oh yeah, me and Stacia have looked into it before. It's not real expensive.
It would be pretty cool. Wonder how much it costs to take one of these little riverboat trips they do.
Are you talking about that big
You know,
old
like
giant American Cruise Lines?
Yeah.
I'll talk
Wonder
to
how
you
much
later.
that cost.
It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
checked into it. And, most of the people that's on that, matter of fact, I stopped up there and talked to them this summer. They know there's people getting off there and coming up to, just kind of hang out. They stopped at the port here, and I was asking them how much it costs, and she goes, "Son, if you got to ask, you can't afford it."
Yeah, gum. Josh said it's like $3,000. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's high. That's per person.
Brandon,
And they've
that's
got
exactly.
3 different cruises. They've got the upper Mississippi, the middle, and the lower.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I bought that orange rod right there, Brandon. Was after talking to you about over at Wilhelmina and jigging them brush piles. That's what I bought that for, and ended up not doing it. I was going to do that this summer and hadn't done it. I was going to do it there and down at Wolf Bayou. Still ain't done it yet though.
I
Yeah, I
bet
don't
you
believe
the
I'd give
first
him
trip.
$3,000.
I bet you the first trip I take to the truck carrying stuff, I started up, turned the heat on. I
Don't
wanted
blame me
toasty
there.
when I threw that last load up there.
But yeah, Brandon, I figured that extra heavy rod, and it was longer because sometimes you want to get right up in that brush pile. It's 10 foot. I figure I could reach in the middle of the brush piles, and it was heavy enough I could really torque the drag down and horse them out of there. Sounds like a lot of fun. I still ain't done it yet.
Yeah, I think this the drought that the river's going through, messing up. Everybody knows it's got the bite all messed up. Boy, that really threw a monkey wrench in my goal for this year. Because we've been coming over and I catch one fish every time I come over here, pretty much. But I was trying to catch 2,022 pounds of fish for the year 2022. And as of right now, I think I'm like 800 something pounds away. There's no way I'm gonna get that in a month and a half. The way this river is. You know how
Yeah,
many 30-pounders I'd have to land back to back?
a bunch.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Not at this rate, anyway.
Well, every time I went fishing, I've added about 8 pounds to it.
Yeah,
Almost every time.
I was thinking this morning, man. Maybe I should have went back. Maybe I should have went back to that spot, all the way here at the end of the road where I usually go.
Yeah.
Because remember me and you was talking just the other day, last November and December when it was real cold. Man, I killed them down there like
I know it.
consistently, like every time I went. Teeners, 20s, 30s. And I thought,
Hey,
but I don't know. Every time I fished that this year, I ain't done hardly any good down there this year. I've caught maybe 10 fish out of that little hole, and none of them over 15 pounds, 16.
well, if you remember, we were getting most of those fish because it was a milder winter. I think it
Yeah,
was
it was
like
warm.
December and January when we were getting those.
Yeah,
Now, it
yeah, and
was
it was
late
still
November.
fairly
It was
warm.
late November and December because one of the last fish I caught there is a video I did last year when I went to go after the last fish for 2021, and I caught that I think a 31.8 pounder. I sat there for 4 hours without so much as a nibble, live streaming, and then I started carrying stuff up the bank. And while I was walking up the bank, I had the camera still going, and the rod was going down. John Parker, there was only 7 people watching, but that rod bent down. Black Betty, she went down hard, and I come running back down the bank, got it, and it's 31.8 pounds.
No kidding.
Yep, that was my last fish for 2021. I did a whole video on it. But yeah, I mean, I had like 25 or 30 people in the live stream, but I told them all bye. I said, that's it. We skunked, and I let the camera rolling, and you see me carrying stuff up the bank, And as I'm going up, you look, and Black Betty just goes, it starts bending down. And I happen to turn around and look back, and I'm like, oh, crap. But no, it wasn't John Parker. LG Bass was there. LG Bass was watching. And I was so glad he was there that day. That made my day for him to be there.
Brandon says he caught one drum there last week.
Yeah.
So that's all he caught. Well, Stephanie, I bet I know what that is. It smells so good coming to mail. I can't wait.
You know, that's the whole thing. I know a spot we can go right now that we can get into some fish that are over 10 pounds easily. But you're not going to live stream it.
No. Yep, I know for a fact I can go right down there at the end of that boat ramp, right off the boat ramp, about 60, 70 yards, and probably catch some, but there ain't no way you can stream from there.
Nope.
That great big bowl hole right out there in the middle of that chute, that secondary channel, every time I fish it, I catch fish in it, good fish. But I ain't ever got enough signal to even send a text message from there.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. The video that I'm putting up tonight, that's the spot that I'm talking about. I was there for less than an hour. You got to watch it and see what happened. I was there
All
for
right.
less than an hour.
Greenwell, what's up, Mike? Bumping Mike or suspending Mike. I ain't sure which one you are now, but I'll just say Mike. Mark, you want to know what it is? She got me some rotten badger. No kidding. That's what it's called, rotten badger. It's a cologne, but it's called rotten badger. You should look it up. It's Simon Whistler's cologne he put out. He's got one called Rotting Turtle and one called Rotten Badger.
That'll keep the women off of you. I got you something special for Christmas, honey. You go out and stay out as late as you want. Just put some of this on first.
That badger's supposed to smell like, what is it? Fine tobacco, leather, and like some kind of cedar wood or something. I wouldn't buy it for myself because it's too expensive, but she bought it for me, so thank you.
New cologne called Dirty. It's called Dirty Hippie. Smells like marijuana and hairy armpits.
It'd probably sell. Interesting label on it. Yeah, you like the label, Mark? There's NJ. What's up?
All right, Mark. What's up, man? Good God, I'm freezing. I won't take this abuse much longer. Got 22 more minutes of suffering.
See, Brandon says there was a bunch of blues cut up at the conservation ramp last week. Looked like tugboat strikes from the granary.
Somebody else told me that. They said there was dead catfish everywhere.
That's the second. Here comes the third barge coming downstream. I guess that guy's just going to camp out there till all of them get through.
He ain't going nowhere. He's sitting right there. Right there.
Yeah. Well, that one got through. Then here come another one. And I look, why is he still sitting there? Well, there's another one coming downstream.
That's what I was saying. How many of them does he got to wait on before they're going to let him go? I'd be,
well, I don't know.
If I was that tugboat captain, I'd be mad as a hornet right now.
Yeah.
And then 3 people done passed by, or third one's on its way. He'd been sitting there waiting. Do the people going downstream have the right of way? What's the deal? I mean,
I would assume they do because they have less control. You know,
yeah,
guys going upstream have a little more control. They can get out of the way or something. Going downstream, you ain't got a lot of control. It's kind of like trying to stop a train.
that's true. It would kind of be fun to see those 2 play bumper cars, though.
All right. Yeah, you know
Who's
what I'm
rolling?
talking about, Mark. Yeah, I watch Brain Blaze like all day pretty much. I love Simon. He's got like 7 other channels too. I watch pretty much all of his channels, but Brain Blaze is my favorite. Eric Pogue, what's going on, buddy? He says, yes, southbound always has the right of way. All right. So he was right. That's why that guy's having to pull over and let these guys through.
How much time we got left? 20 minutes? I've lost all feeling in my
20
lower
minutes, man.
extremities.
Can you make it 20 minutes?
I'm going to do my best. I think we can make it.
Eric, thanks for being in here today, bud. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, even
Whose
at
channel
4
we gonna be
o'clock,
on
it's
next
probably going to
week?
be dark by the time I get all this stuff out of here.
Danny, who's up next weekend?
Don't
Is
know
Jerry
yet.
gonna be able to fish?
God, I hope so.
Ever watch Mad Lads? No, I haven't, Mark, but I will. I'll go home and check them out.
I don't know when Jerry has that. He's got one more management hunt, but I don't know when it is.
Yeah. Danny, I won't highlight it, but that last comment's for you, buddy.
Let's see what you got. Shut up. Hey, how much you want to bet he's got a heater on his boat? I bet he does. I guarantee he got a little propane heater on his boat. You can bet on it.
All right, Mark. Yeah, thanks for the link, Mark.
Big
And
old
Eric
sissy
says when the
girl.
river is Eric Polk says when the river's low, they let the southbound run for so long, and then they swap and let the northbound run. It's kind of like when they got one lane down on the highway, I guess. Well, that's cool. Oh Lord, here we go. Mark says you don't need those because you've already went through menopause.
Yeah. You know what? That's why it's hard for me to kill a deer, because I go up there and climb past stand and go, Jesus, it's freaking cold out here. Them deer here
There's
up
your
a
answer to
mile
that.
away.
Roger says, I do not have a little heater on the boat. He says I have a full-size 20-pound propane tank with dual burners.
Dude, he's got a freaking barbecue grill on the boat. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't blame him. I bet I'll be taking the Blackstone out on mine.
I'd be scared I'd set something on fire. I think Jody's got that little double burner she puts on her pontoon. And there's been times she scooted up against it and didn't realize it. But her clothes got so hot they almost caught on fire. You ever stood against a stove or close to it and your pants legs get warm and you go a step away from it and it burn your leg?
Yeah.
That's growing up right there.
Yep.
Oh, warm morning wood burning stove.
Mm-hmm. Oh, warm morning. Remember them Wonder Woods?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
we
no
probably
Wonder Wood. I
wouldn't be the
used
first
that in the
one to get out
barn.
of bed because you had to build the fire. You lay under 15 quilts and blankets with your face sticking out, waiting on somebody to finally get up and light the fire in the stove so you can get warm.
I'm still using an old cast iron earth stove.
Yep.
Well, I got that in the living room. The utility room, I got a 2-tier Huntsman. One of them you can cook on. And out in the barn, I got a old one. It was belonged to my great grandpa. I used to heat out in the barn. It's an actual little cast iron potbelly stove.
Yeah. You know, that's all my grandpa and grandpa on my mom's side. That's all they ever had. They didn't have any electricity in the house. They used
Yeah.
coal oil lamps, and they had an old potbelly
Yep.
stove in the living room that they actually burned coal in, and they had a coal chute in the back of the house. And us kids had to, in the wintertime, we'd go out there and we'd shovel coal into that coal chute. And she
Yeah.
had a wood burning stove in the kitchen, and that thing was freaking huge, man. Had all them little circle
Yeah.
lids you take off there, and she'd put like a pot of beans on there and cook them. She did all her
That's
cooking on a
awesome.
wood stove.
I've looked at
I
a bunch of
hated
them on
staying
like
there.
Marketplace. I've looked at a bunch of them on Marketplace and stuff, but they're all like $3,000-$4,000. I'd love to have one of them old wood burning cook stoves.
Yeah, hers had like
I'd
there was a square box on the side that you opened
Yep.
up. It was an oven, and you could bake bread and stuff in there.
Yeah. Did it have the one up kind of tall in the middle? It was like a little
Yeah.
warming tray. You could open it up, and that's awesome,
it.
man. I'd love to have one of them.
I bet you
I'd
that
actually
thing weighed
pipe it in.
1,200 pounds.
Oh, I bet.
It was freaking heavy, man. You couldn't move it. Oh man.
Eric B, what's up, Eric?
That was a young eagle just flew over me. He ain't even got his white head yet. He was like all black. Too big to be a crow.
Dude, check out the barges this guy's pushing. I don't know what the heck them are.
What's that?
I don't know. Big, goofy looking barges. They're huge. They got a bunch of
He might
tanks and
make it
stuff
down here
all over
before I
the.
get out of here. I see him coming.
They got a bunch of big tanks and look like generators and stuff all over the bows.
Nope. They can pull over and drop one of them off to me. I'd be happy with it. Got a jet blower with a heater.
Yeah, I think it was generators. They got little stacks coming out of the top of them.
Probably. There's enough power on there to run our hometown.
Probably. That's a southern towing boat. You don't see many of them around here.
Well, he's almost right in front of you, ain't he?
Yep. He's right directly in front of me.
Yeah, he's about he's probably about 3/4 of a mile from me.
– 12 minutes, Danny. We're gonna have to do something quick.
I know it. But we still haven't skunked on a show yet.
That's true. The streak is still intact.
Saving our butts one fish at a time.
Eric asked, you sure it wasn't a golden eagle?
I think so. Yeah,
Could have been a gold eagle.
because it was actually it looked bigger than a bald eagle. I mean, the thing was freaking huge, man. It flew right on top of me.
I see a lot of them up around Mingo.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever been over here whenever and it was just like last month when they start pairing up and they'll fly real high and then they'll lock claws and just spiral down toward the water and they'll come apart right before they hit the ground. I was out here
No,
last month. It was like there was 3 pair of them doing that, man. It was cool. I wish I could have get the camera to zoom in on it.
Yeah. No, I've seen them on TV and stuff. I've never seen them do it in real life.
They were doing it here. I mean, they'll go way cool up, man, and then they'll lock claws and just let their wings out like that, and they'll just spiral down toward the ground. It's some kind of kinky thing they're into. I don't know. Them birds are weird. But yeah, they'll fall so far you think, man, they're gonna hit the water, and right at the last second, they'll let go and take off flopping and go flying right back up and do it again.
Huh. It was pretty neat. A couple years ago, me and Stephanie was down there at Mammoth Springs. We was standing right in the middle of the river, right at daylight, right when the sun was coming up, and there was a little bit of fog on and stuff. We was standing out there trout fishing, and we seen a big old bald eagle come down, and dude, he was swiping trout right out of the river, like 50 yards from us. It was pretty cool. I never got to see him do that in person.
When we went to Heber Springs this year and stayed at John F. Kennedy State Park with the camper, they were swooping down and snatching up trout that day. And don't leave nothing laying on the bank and get very far from it. I had a little Doc Demon rod, and I set it down, and I was walking down the bank and working the bank, casting a little gold spoon. I looked up, and a buzzard had that Doc Demon and was running with it. He grabbed it, man. I mean, picked it up and was running down, hopping down. He just hopping down the bank with a rod in his mouth. They had to chase him down, throw rocks at him to get it back. They tried to run off with that Doc Demon.
Wow. He just wanted to go fishing too.
Thieves, man. Yeah, this thing's where the crackheads stole my tripod.
Oh, man.
Yep. Well, I guess he is going to make it down here. Boy, he's moving.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's empty too. He's moving along pretty good.
Yeah, there's no way he's flying that fast with other than the load he's got. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It does look like big giant generators, though.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, if you realize, hey, we both hit our 1 catfish limit today. I don't know. I don't care what these new standards are set.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah, you're allowed 1 catfish a day. You got yours this morning, and I got mine a while ago.
Holy cow! Mark's got an uncle in Eastern Europe. And they hunt golden eagles. He's got one mounted. It's got like a 6-foot wingspan. It's freaking huge.
But don't try that crap around here.
No.
Hey, you can kill 14 people and you'll get out of jail before you kill an eagle.
Ain't that the truth? You ever seen them people over in
you'll be up parole before an eagle killer will.
You ever seen them people over in like Kazakhstan and Mongolia and stuff? They hunt with them golden eagles. Yep. They hunt like foxes and stuff with them.
Hey, he's gonna go. He's pulling out.
I see him
Hell, he
smoking. I
said,
see him
"Thank
firing
God."
it up.
Hey,
Yeah, I see
you
him
know, he
rolling
can
black
probably
smoke
hear me
now.
from here. He goes, "Man, I'm leaving. This guy's big mouth down here. I can't take it no more." I don't care if it's my turn or not. I'm pulling out. He gone. He is getting out of here quick. Gonna be my last shot at the barge bite. He's gonna run right on top of my lines. He said, "My turn." Come on, last minute barge bite. Let's do it. Ugh.
No kidding. Hmm. Well, that's good to know. If I'm gonna be out in a boat, that's one of the big reasons I don't like fishing out here at night. It's because all the barge traffic. Well, if it stays this low, I have to remember that. It'd be nice to be able to just anchor up wherever you want out here and not have to worry about barges.
Ooh, Lord.
All right, Mark, go get handsomed up.
Man,
Thanks for
peace,
hanging out
man.
all
My
day,
eyes
man.
started watering.
Thanks for hanging out, Mark. Have a good one, man.
Start packing this stuff up.
Hey, Eric was saying that when the when the water gets this low, they'll actually stop barges from moving at night. So that'd be good to know if you wanted to come out here and night fish in the boat.
This time of year,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pass. Could you imagine being in a boat, just the wind blowing on your face right now? You feel that? Now get in a boat and gun it. Multiply the misery by 10. I'd be laying in the bottom of that boat and say, "Tell me when you get there." 'Cause
Oh, it'd be a
I ain't
chilly
coming
ride for sure. Brandon says him and Daniels had good luck with the barges out here. He said he ain't never had no bad experiences with them. I just know right here in this bend, man, time they round the corner, you ain't got much time. And, well, if your anchor
No,
rope's hung up or something, it could get sketchy. I'd be cutting that anchor.
dude, I run this river at night in my John boat, and them things that come out of nowhere.
Yeah, you wouldn't think something that's almost half a mile long, like that would sneak up on you, but you sure can.
I don't know if he's having trouble getting started or what he's doing. He's slowing down again.
Hmm. Yeah, you just got to get a little steam built up.
I reckon. fix it. Throw the coals to it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be kicking up a wake right in front of you here in a minute, ain't he?
Well, I got 5 rods out. I can almost bet you I'm gonna lose at least 3 rigs minimum when I go to pull these in. Man, I'm gonna eat about 14 ibuprofen when I get in the truck. My head's killing me. Hey, when you get cold like that, man, it gives me headaches.
Yeah. But Dan, we just hit the 4 o'clock mark, man.
Well, let's get out of here.
You about ready? Well, all right, guys, we're gonna shut it down and go home and thaw out. Sure glad everybody come in and hung out with us today, and want to thank each and every one of you. If you don't mind, hit that like button before you get out of here, and we'll put it out sometime this week. Whose channel we're gonna be on next week? It'll probably be either Danny, well, Creole or Jerry if they ain't working or hunting.
It's actually their turn if they quit working and quit hunting. But hey,
Be sure and
just know no matter what the
check out
conditions, no matter how cold it is, how miserable it is, we're still gonna come out and try to do this for you guys because we're stupid.
Yep. Hey, tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, y'all be sure and check out the Tacticats tournament. It's on the Weekend Anglers channel. That's going to be a good show, and y'all don't want to miss it. Well, all right, fellas, ladies, we're going to get out of here. God bless.
And you guys don't forget, as soon as I get home, I'm going to drop that video, so keep your eyes open for that tonight. That's all I got, Richard. Yep. Let's go home.
All right. See y'all. God bless.
Bye, y'all.